Hello and welcome back to the ArcSimRapMarket.com iRacing series. Today we are here for race number 13 at the Monster Mile. So I believe about 17, 18 drivers ready to take this one on, as the practice should be finishing up here soon, and then we will be heading into qualifying. Yes, a total of 18 drivers here tonight. So just a quick talk about some things. Last week was Pocono. It was not here to stream that race, but Ethan Fonseca went on to pick up, I believe, his 5th win of the season. And speaking of Ethan Fonseca, he currently holds the top of the charts right now. He's not out on track, but that's fine. We'll go see Micah Walls, which I'm getting reports that Micah Wallace is being given an EOL for the race because he keeps intentionally wrecking that car right behind him of Matthew Stott's. So that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if those rumors are true, but we will just have to figure that one out. Just making sure all my live stream stuff is good. And then we'll pull up the practice results. You see 5 seconds left. It looks like it's going to be Ethan Fonseca top in the chart. Gabriel Dehari second. Michael Walls third. And we'll be heading into qualifying. So a very, very unique racetrack here. I completely forgot how long of a racetrack it is, but we'll ride on board with somebody here, just be the first one out on the racetrack. I don't really want to ride with Michael Walls, so I'm a liar. We'll ride with how about let's go with the league owner, if I can find him, AJ Knickel. I don't think we've ever drove on board with him during qualifying. Well, here we go. AJ Knickel. Been a pretty tough season so far. Still trying to get used to all this iRacing stuff. As he's won on the road course part. There's 2 different series. We got a road series and an oval series. He's won on the road series, but he still hasn't found victory lane here in the oval series. So he's looking to change that tonight. Off of turn number 4, he will set a lap time that puts him currently second, right behind Brody Falliger. It's Brody Falliger. He won the last race that was streamed back at North Wilkesboro. So he's looking to get his 3rd win tonight. As out of turn 4, AJ Knickel. Will he improve? It does not look like it, so he will start 4th. Falliger has done both of his laps so far on pole. Ethan also done both of his laps. He'll come home 2nd. And Dylan Bam has crashed. He starts 3rd right now. Rivers Jones coming out at the final corner for his 2nd lap. He will improve up to 4th, passing AJ Knickel. Looks like Luke Allen slow on the backstretch, so it looks like he'll start 6th. Gabriel Dehari just got up into 3rd. I don't know if that was his 1st lap or 2nd lap, but he just lost all momentum his 2nd lap, and he's just going to spin. As everyone else just kind of taking their time here. Here's Duncan Faw. I'm pretty sure he finished 2nd a few weeks ago at Rockingham. That was his 1st lap. He jumps up to 9th, and he's going to overdrive turns 1. He's going to mess up his lap. How about this, though? Jaden Porter. New to the stream. I don't think he's been on a single stream, but I'm pretty sure he did race Pocono last week. Running that Go Ink paint scheme. Nice looking purple chrome on it. He's going to start his 1st lap right now. So we'll take a look at the tower. There you see Ethan tied with Falliger, but Falliger is going to take the pole. And out of the 19 drivers here, only 15 of them, soon to be 16, have set a lap. As Porter off of turn 4, a bit loose. We'll see where that jumps him to. 6th so far on the charts. As through 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to come off turn number 4. And he's going to improve up to 3rd, so a nice lap for Jaden Porter. And we've still got about a minute 15 left. So Billy Targi, Matthew Stotts, and Micah Wallace have not set a lap. Of course, Micah really not allowed to. But if Targi or Stotts want to go out there and try to make a run for this pole, they can. As it doesn't look like anyone else is going to go out. I don't think they'll have time to actually make a lap. So your starting lineup is pretty much set. Of course, we'll go over the grid and everything. But first, let me see if I can find the point standings here. So it looks like right now Jonathan Jurgensmeyer leads the point standings. Gabe Gazzola 2nd, Luke Allen 3rd, Ethan Fonseca 4th, Duncan Fall 5th, Michael Wall 6th, CD Mangrum 7th, Brody Falliker 8th, AJ Knickel 9th, and Rivers Jones rounds out your top 10 in points. And then on the wild card, Dylan Bam with 2 wins and Gabriel Dahari with a win. And then just out by 28 points, Ty Higginbotham. And then 120 points out is Cameron Lopez. So it's going to be Brody Falliker getting the pole here. Let's get to your starting lineup. So on the pole here at Dover International Speedway, it's Brody Falliker. Right beside him is Ethan Fonseca. Row number 2, Jaden Porter with Gabriel Dahari. Row number 3, Dylan Bam and Rivers Jones. Row number 4, AJ Knickel with Luke Allen. And then rounding out your top 10, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer with Duncan Faw. Starting row number 6, CD Mangrum with Gabe Gazzola. Starting row 7, Cameron Lopez with Andrew Davis. Starting row 8, Ty Higginbotham and Dylan Thacker. Starting row 9 will be Michael Wallace and Matthew Stotts. And then rounding out your field is Billy Targi. Of course, pretty sure Micah has to drop to the back, so him and Targi will switch positions. There's our starting lineup. 19 cars here at Dover International Speedway. Is everybody getting on the grid? So we'll be watching this battle between Rivers Jones, which actually I don't think Rivers Jones is. Oh no, he is. We'll be watching the battle between him and Ty Higginbotham, as it's only a 28-point gap. We still got 5 races left until the playoffs. I'm not really sure how the wildcard system works. It looks like 12 drivers altogether make the playoffs. So right now, Dylan Bam and Gabriel Dahari, since they have a win, and I guess it depends on like where they are in standings, that's how it's going to be determined. So as long as they can keep above that certain mark in standings, they should be good. But this battle for the points lead, Jurg only has a 5-point lead over Gabe Gazzola. So I don't know what special perk you get for winning the regular season championship. We'll be watching these things all day. As the pace car goes down pit lane, it's going to be Brody Falliker with Ethan Fonseca leading us to the green flag here at Dover. And green flags out. A great jump by the 42. Not so great by the 29. Gallagher is going to lead lap number 1, and man, that was a pretty big jump on that restart. It caught Ethan Fonseca off guard completely, and we got a crash. AJ Knickel, I see there. Looks like Cameron Lopez, Luke Allen also involved. We'll see if we can, there we go. Making sure my replay button works. Looks like a start up here with AJ Knickel and Luke Allen. As AJ's just gonna... Nope, Luke Allen hits the wall and comes down into Jurg and AJ. And then Cameron Lopez just nowhere to go. Tries to get on the brakes. As we don't really have a good front stretch camera here. Watch it again. See, Cameron Lopez just was committed to that inside lane. And Luke Allen came back down right into his path. So caution here on lap number 1. As what is happening here, Dylan Bam has crashed. And his back bumper is gone. So we'll see what happened to him. As I'm not sure what under caution here, coming back to the pace car. Here they all come. Everyone's slowing down. And oh, whoa. I'm not sure what that was, but there was a huge stack of it. Looks like Rivers Jones and Duncan Faw made contact. There's the Hari going backwards. Jurg with a bit of back bumper damage as well. So we'll go back and take a look at that once again. It looks like they were coming up to the pace car, and this is just guys not paying attention. You see, it's going to be Dahari first. Coming up here, he's going to fly up here. He gets to slow down, and then Rivers Jones back here, though. He gets on the brakes, but he spins down right into Duncan Faw, which Faw was not going to get slowed down. He was going to hit Dylan Bam. They both collide into Bam, and then Bam spins up into the 36 of Dahari. Jaden Porter and Ethan Fonseca also trying to avoid this. Looks like they do. I think Jurg might have got a bit of net code. That's why he's got a bit of back bumper damage. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened. So we will get back going green here. As Duncan Faw, he's a few laps down now. We'll get back going green as it's going to be Jaden Porter. Looks like leading us. Brody Falliker way back here now. Yeah, I'm not sure what all that was about, but green flag is back in the air here at Dover. A better restart for Ethan Fonseca that time. So the two Go Inc cars up front, and if you're Vikings fan, LSU fan, anything yellow and purple, this looks great right now up front. We got the all yellow Go Inc car, and then you got the all purple Go Inc car. Racing side by side for this race lead. As Gabriel Dahari not too far behind. He got to keep his track position. So did Dylan Bam. As look who's up here in 5th. That is the 48 of Michael Walls, who had to go to the back for intentionally wrecking Matthew Stotts multiple times in practice. As battle for the lead, here comes Ethan Fonseca once again, and he will take it away from that 28. But Jaden Porter, he's looking for a crossover. Here he comes underneath. Ooh, got a bit tight entering the corner. That's going to allow the 29 to peel ahead. So Ethan Fonseca out front here on lap number 9. Looks like everyone's calmed it down. Michael Wall's got around Dylan Bam. Not too many battles around the racetrack right now. Back here, we just had a pass for position. Matthew Stotts getting up into the top 10. Passing Andrew Davis. Now Davis kind of falling back. Losing another spot to AJ Knickel. Losing maybe more positions to Billy Targi, Cameron Lopez, and the 19 of Thatcher. It's Ethan Fonseca. He's pulling away with the race lead right now. Dahari all over the back bumper of Jaden Porter. That's for second. Right to his back bumper he goes. We had a pass back here for fifth. Dylan Bam fell back a little bit. Lost position to Jurg and Gabe Gazzola. Just back up to second. Back here, Jurg is slowly reeling in on Michael Walls for that fourth spot, as the top three have pulled away from the rest of this field. Dylan Bam is struggling right now, losing another position to the CD Mangrum, as he's got that back bumper damage. Which, other than road courses, it has just been a terrible season for this 2-car. He's wrecked pretty much just every other race. I think he got a podium actually at Daytona, but that was about it. But if it's not a road course, this 2-car is struggling. As you see, he's about to lose another position to Matthew Stotts. And another one to AJ Knickel. He's just, that back bumper damage is really just ruining his race right now. He's going to have to hope for a caution here so he can fix that. Not really any close battles right now, as Targi falling back a few positions. I'm wondering what happened to Brody Falliger, who was leading this race and now back here in 14th. I'm not entirely sure. Right here, CD Mangrum and Ty Higginbotham, they're both catching Gabe Gazzola. Right behind them, AJ Knickel going after Matthew Stotts. It's one of those tracks where it's very easy to catch somebody, but then it's not so easy to pass them, as you got to build a huge run off the corner like Ty Higginbotham just did there on the 9, but he decided to back off. He's going to build another run on CD Mangrum. Here, he thought about it. Again, going to stay behind the 9. But Ty Higginbotham working that outside lane. Now CD Mangrum's going to go up there, give him a little bit of dirty air. Here comes Matthew Stotts underneath, and Stotts will take that position. Mangrum and Higginbotham into the wall. As AJ Knickel just appeared. As now here goes Matthew Stotts on CD Mangrum. That's for 7th. This is one of Stotts' first races too in in this season. I think he's raced once or twice before. So he's looking to have a nice run. Which, talking to him earlier, he said, that was close. He said he was only going to be here for 5 laps. It's been 21, and so far he's making some moves. Currently, almost the biggest mover, Michael Wallace, hasn't beat by 2 positions. But everybody's going to pass C.D. Mangrum, who just hit that wall, so he's probably struggling a little bit. You see Ty Higginbotham working the outside lane, maybe too high. He's going to allow A.J. Knickel to pass him. But he's going to have that run on the outside lane. So he's the old one working that outside lane, trying to build rubber up there. And there you see it works a little bit. Into the wall he goes. But this is not good for Duncan Faw, as Luke Allen, he's not too far from going a lap down. Right here at Knickel and Higginbotham still side by side. Now Botham's going to clear, or Higginbotham's going to clear, as AJ's going to send it in deep into the corner. Try to stay underneath them, but I think Ty's going to get him coming out. Maybe not. AJ's still there. Battle for 8th, by the way. And AJ's going to sit it in once again, and he's going to clear Ty Higginbotham. Here comes Botham with the crossover to get back underneath AJ. AJ's going to send it in deep, though, to stay in front of that 97. Back here, Dylan Bam passing C.D. Mangrum. That's for the top 10 spot. Cameron Lopez not too far behind. There's not much going on around the track. The top 3 within about 6/10, 7/10. And they have about a 2.5 second lead over Michael Walls, who is running in that 4th spot. It's right here, AJ Knickel, Matthew Stotts, they might start battling it out here. Ty Higginbotham, he's not done with AJ Knickel yet. He's back to his back bumper. AJ sends it in hard into the corner, trying to catch Matthew Stotts. As AJ loses a lot of time on corner exit. As you saw, Ty Higginbotham got right to his back bumper there. He's going to do it once again. So here comes Ty Higginbotham. But Ty wants that outside lane. He doesn't want to go low again. This is right now almost 4 cars under a blanket. Now Ty looks low, backed off, going to look back high. AJ Knickel is going to try to send it in underneath Matthew Stotts. This is for that 7th spot, and here he comes. He's still a bit of contact. Stotts got loose off the corner. That's allowed Ty Higginbotham to get to the outside of AJ Knickel. And Ty might be able to stay up there. Yes, he will. Into the wall he goes. Now Dylan Bam has caught these guys. And Ty Higginbotham is going to pass AJ Knickel for that spot. And Ty needs as many positions as he can get. Like I said, he's the one who's just out of the playoffs from Rivers Jones, and Rivers Jones currently running 12th. So Ty looking for a big run here on Matthew Stotts, looking to the outside lane. Here he comes once again. It's Ty Higginbotham. He's making this outside lane work right now. So what a run for this 97 team. Not too many accomplishments this season. Got the pole back at Daytona, and that's about it. But he's been having strong runs as of recent to still have a chance to get into the playoffs here. And he's looking for another strong run tonight here at the Monster Mile. As up front, they've caught Luke Allen to put him a lap down. They've already put Billy Targi a lap down. Jaden Porter all over the back bumper of Ethan Fonseca. You gotta wonder when pit stop's going to be coming up, as some of these drivers have not come down pit road at all this race. Actually, only it looks like 5 of them have come down, and that was on lap 1, so it's not that big of an advantage. It's Michael Wallace. He's pulled a gap on Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. Here comes Dylan Bam underneath AJ Knickel. I'm wondering if Knickel used up his tires. So did Matthew Stotts, who's back to 11th now. As Brody Falliker has found his way back into this top 10. So yeah, Micah has pulled away from that 0-0. Still about 3 seconds back of the leader, so he's just all by himself. Of course, a winner at Gateway this season, as Matthew Stott's still falling back. He's fallen back to 12th now, as Falliker gets around, or trying to get around AJ Knickel, and he will. So up into 9th, your pole sitter goes. As the lead is still pretty tight. Jaden Porter just hanging tough right there, right behind Ethan Fonseca. And then Gabriel Dehari about 0.8 back. As we'll see when pit stops come up. This is a pretty hard pit road to get onto. So we'll see how that plays out. So right now Luke Allen pretty good with the lucky dog until Dylan Thacker goes a lap down, which he's not that far of doing. He's out of turn 2 right now. Ethan Fonseca is in turn 2. It's Billy Targi. He's coming back down pit road, having some issues with that 73 machine. Gabriel Dehari slowly closing back in on these leaders. Or he was, but now he's starting to fall back a little bit again. It's Ty Higginbotham. He's all over the back bumper of Gabe Gazzola. That's 4-6. As Gabe's running that outside lane where Ty wants to be. So we'll see if Ty maybe switches his position back down low or not. We'll see. Ty is going to probably have a pretty big run on Gabe here. Coming out of the corner. Here he comes. Big run for this 97, but he's going to back off. Gabe blocking that outside lane. Knowing which lane this 97 wants to run. So he's going to have to force Ty Higginbotham to go low here. And here goes Ty to that inside lane. He's going to send it in. Going to try to slide up in front of Gabe. And he's going to clear Gabe for that 6th spot. So Ty Higginbotham up to 6. Into the wall he goes. Gabe back underneath him now. This is allowing Dylan Bam to close in. As Gabe's going to almost clear Ty there. But now Ty going back for that position. And as long as Ty doesn't hit the wall here, he should be able to clear that 18 off the corner. Bit of contact for both of them, but Ty is going to clear. As now here comes Dylan Bam and Brody Falliker. Dylan Thacker went a lap down to the race leaders. Andrew Davis, next one to go a lap down. So he should be coming up for some green flag pit stops very soon here, as these drivers have gone almost 45 laps on these tires and fuel. So far, still pretty calm up here up front. So we're coming up to lap traffic. That is Andrew Davis, and it looks like CD Mangrum not too far ahead as well. As Davis gonna give Ethan the inside. Here he comes. Gonna give Porter the inside too. Just gonna slow down, let the leaders by. And now gonna give Dari that outside. It looks like Andrew Davis is gonna come down pit road this time by. This next lap car, your Daytona winner, CD Mangrum. As here comes Ethan Fonseca underneath him. He will easily pass that 9 car. Look at this right here. Brody Fowler got around Dylan Bam for that 8th spot. Gabe Gazzola trying to look and set his sights back on that 97, but Brody Fowler is there as well. As Gabe's trying to that outside lane, but that's where that 97's running too. Now Gabe has a run, but he's not going to take it. We are 50 laps into this thing now, 75 to go. As here comes Brody Fowler underneath Gabe Gazzola for 7th. Now he might be able to get underneath Higginbotham here. Maybe not. Gabe might look 3 wide. Nope, he's going to stay put. He's going to stay behind that 97. Where does Dylan Bam go as well? Fowler is going to clear Higginbotham. Bam's going to try to clear Gazzola, and he will. With Gazzola back underneath. Coming into a slow car of Dylan Thacker. As Gabe with a huge run off the corner. Bam's going to try the crossover. Looks high, now looks low as Thacker's into the wall in front of them. As this is going to get very tight right here. Trying to get around that 19. They both do. As Bam's going to squeeze Gabe up almost into the wall. As he's trying to take that position away. As CD Mangrum has come down pit road. As Gabe's going to try the crossover. Here he comes underneath. As it looks like Higginbotham's going to come down pit road. So he's going to be the first of our lead lap cars to pit. As it looks like everything's going to settle in now. Gabe's going to tuck him behind Fowler, or I'm not Fowler, Bam. It's Brody Fowler. He has just pulled away from all these other guys. He's right now setting his sights on Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, who's about a second in front of him. But we're going to have green flag pit stops very soon here as Cameron Lopez went a lap down. That's the last lap car for a little while. Dylan Thacker down on pit road. Ty Higginbotham has just now left pit lane. Remember, can't merge till you pass that blue line. There you go. So now he can go up on the racetrack. He's 2 laps down, though. So he's going to have fresh tires, so we're going to see him blow by all of these guys in front of him. Caught up to Gabe. Going to look low on him. As Matthew Stotts has entered pit road from that 11th place. Jaden Porter takes the lead as Ethan Fonseca comes down pit road. Oh, locks it up a little bit, but I think he got it down enough. As Michael Wall's also down. Everyone else seems to be staying out. Never mind, Gabe Gazzola in. Rivers Jones. And Dylan Bam has crashed. Trying to get on pit road, so has Rivers Jones. Will this bring out the caution as Dylan Bam is sideways? on the apron. And he's just going to tow it, so no caution for that. We'll go back and take a look. I said he might have hit the pit road barrels. Yeah, just very late trying to get in here. Those old tires. Spins it coming on to pit road, and he's going to hit the barrels just a little bit, just nicked it. And there's Rivers Jones coming in as well. He's going to clip Gabe Gazzola, but he gets it back going nice and smooth. Jaden Porter's down pit road, so that hands the lead to Brody Falliker. Sorry, I had a hiccup. See Gabe Gazzola coming out of pit road. As here comes Falliker. He's going to go back up on the racetrack. And he's going to be the last car not to pit. Actually, Cameron Lopez is. He was way back here. You see Jaden Porter on pit road. You can't really see him, but he's there. We'll see if find that yellow car of Ethan Fonseca, who has just passed him. So there we go. There's Michael Walls as well. It's Falliker and Lopez both in. Lopez might have just sped there. He almost hit the pit road barrels. As Luke Allen up to fourth, but he hasn't pitted yet. As out of turn 4, Ethan Fonseca is going to regain the race lead, and he's going to have a huge lead over Gabriel Dahari. About a 3.5 second lead. Just another dominating performance by this 29 team. It looks like Michael Walls might have sped on pit road as he's 16th. 2 laps down now. As Dahari gets around Luke Allen. And here comes Porter. He will also get around him. Oh, Luke Allen kind of blocked him a little bit there. But now he gets around him. So here we go. These two again. Gabe Gazzola with Ty Higginbotham. Remember, Higginbotham pitted before Gabe. So Gabe's got a little bit of fresher rubber. And he's going to get into that top 5. Well, now they're both in the top 5 as Luke Allen pits. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer just right behind these guys too. As Jurg's going to get around Ty Higginbotham. I think Ty might just be saving his tires right now for the long run. So we still got one more pit stop left in this race. So we'll see if drivers try to short pit it or not. As Gabriel Dahari, he is closing in on Ethan Fonseca, but Ethan can just pretty much save his stuff for a little while here if he wanted to. As it was a 3.5 second gap, now it's only a 2 second gap. Might see a battle for this 4th spot brewing up just a little bit. Rivers Jones not too far behind AJ Knickel. If they get close together, that'll be a battle for 8th. And so far, only 10 cars on the lead lap right now. Some of these drivers in danger of going a lap down. Matthew Stotts, Rivers Jones, AJ Knickel. Basically everybody that's not 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. Because everyone else is 15 seconds behind. As Dahari, he's closing in on Ethan, but like I said, Ethan can just save his stuff right now. As Falliker gets around Ty Higginbotham for 6th. Is up front. Here comes Dahari, who's about a second back. There's Michael Wallace trying to get one of his laps back. As Gabriel Dahari all over the back bumper of Ethan Fonseca. Jaden Porter is also within a second. So we'll see. Here comes Dahari underneath for the race lead, and Ethan's just going to give it to him. So new leader, Gabriel Dahari, and he'll be the first new leader in a while. It's back here for fifth. Falliger just got around Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. Now looking to set his sights on Gabe Gazzola. There's AJ Nickel. He's slowly reeling in Ty Higginbotham. Remember, Ty was one of the first ones to pit. And I'll tell you exactly which lap. Ty pitted on lap 53. Everyone else pitted on lap 56, 57, 59. So it's a few lap older tires on that number 97. And right now it's not really helping him. As Falliger gets around Gabe Gazzola for that fourth spot. Now Jurg's going to try to get back into the top five. Back here, Ethan is just keeping it within a half a second right now on Dahari. As AJ Knickel gets around Ty Higginbotham. And Jurg looks like he's going to get around Gabe with the help of Andrew Davis. So here are the three leaders. Not Michael Wallace in that 48, but the 36 of Gabriel Dahari, the 29 of Ethan Fonseca, and the 28 of Jaden Porter, all under a blanket right now. They're coming up to some lap traffic. Of course, Michael Wallace, who's got a bit fresher tires than these guys, just right in front of them, where they're coming up to Matthew Stotts and I believe C.D. Mangrum and a few others. As Ethan, he's looking below Gabriel Dahari for that race lead, trying to take it back. As Jaden Porter, he really has nowhere to go. Now when they catch this lap traffic of Matthew Stotts, we'll see which lane he blocks. He's just a tad bit slower. Ethan's going to try to use Stotts as a pick. That's exactly what he does, blocking Gabriel Dahari in. But now Dahari looks three wide. Stotts just going to back out. So Dahari still to the outside of Ethan Fonseca. Who's going to lead this lap? It looks like it's going to be Ethan. So three Chevys up front right now. Two more Chevys in this top five. And then you got your first Toyota of Gabe Gazzola in sixth. And I believe Rivers Jones is also a Toyota. I don't know any Fords in this field. Speaking of Toyota, there's Dylan Thacker as Ethan Fonseca is going to clear for the race lead. Yeah, I don't know if there's any Fords anywhere. Ooh, what happened up here? Someone just hit the wall. I think it was Billy Targi, my bad. Yeah, I don't think there's any Fords in this field. If there was, they're gone now. As there you see Jaden Porter going for second on Gabriel Dahari, and he will clear that 36. As Matthew Stotts went a lap down. These two having a battle right now. AJ Knickel and Ty Higginbotham, and they're not too far behind the leader. Rivers Jones actually got around both of these guys, which that helps Rivers Jones in playoffs because he's battling this 97. Remember, Higginbotham is 28 points out from Rivers Jones. And I doubt Dylan Bam or Gabriel Dehari will fall below. We'll just say top 20 in points to fall out of the playoffs, because right now they both hold the wild card spots. We still have every single driver in this race, although some of them are mini laps down. Still all 19 drivers on the track. Unless CD Mangrum DNFs here, but so far stayed on pit road to try to repair some damage. So we'll take a look at the fastest lap. Looks like it's going to be from your race leader right now, Ethan Fonseca, with a 23.29. And he's about a whole second slower from that fastest lap as this long run kicks in. As Jaden Porter, he is closed into the back of Ethan Fonseca. We'll pull up the pit strategy here that you see everyone pretty close together. As Gallagher had a 60 lap stint there. So yeah, none of these drivers will be able to make it. We'll see who decides to maybe just to pit early, try to undercut, or just pit super late, take less things. It's Brody Gallagher. He's moved his way up in the fourth, and he's actually closed in on the leaders a little bit by 3 seconds. Too bad he is still 12.5 seconds back. As AJ Knickel and Ty Higginbotham, they might go a lap down here soon, as the leaders are not too far behind them. Just an absolutely dominating performance by not really only Ethan Fonseca, Jaden Porter and Gabriel Dehari as well, as they've all been within a second of each other basically this whole race. There's Jaden Porter just hanging right there. Right behind Ethan Fonseca, as they've just been both behind Michael Walls this whole entire run. Walls currently sits 12th. 1 lap down. They're coming up to Luke Allen, who was part of our only wreck so far this race. As Dehari's slowly fading back, so it looks like it's just going to be between these two. As Ethan's going to look underneath Michael Walls. Walls not going to let him by, though. Easily. So we have a battle for last that keeps shaking up Billy Targi and CD Mangrum. They keep bassing each other as they've both been down pit road many times. They see Targi just sitting on pit road. Currently 19th, but he's CD Mangrum just passed him. They see Ethan trying to pass Michael Walls, and he's going to get around that 48. Now, what does Jaden Porter do to get around this 48? Yeah, Gabriel Dehari, he is out of the picture now. He's about a second and a half back. So Michael's just going to let the 28 by. So you see CD Mangrum, he's got those fresher tires. He's going to be able to pass all these guys. Get himself 16 laps down. There's now Luke Allen, a lap car in the way. See CD with blinding speed on that outside lane. Going to get to the outside of Porter. He's going to try to get to the outside of that 29 as well. There he goes. Going to get to the outside of Luke Allen too. That's allowed Ethan Fonseca to jump up and take advantage of that 7. Jaden Porter, ooh, gets into the back of Luke Allen. Very loose he goes, and that's going to cost Jaden Porter a lot of time there from Ethan. So we got 35 laps to go this time by. Porter just going to shove Luke Allen up the track out of the way. Not really too happy with that move. So you see they're coming up to AJ Knickel. He's going to be the next target to go a lap down. There's Duncan Falk, who's the next one to go 2 laps down. And there's another car in front of these two. Not sure who that is. We got Duncan Faw coming down pit road, but he was already a lap down, so he's just really battling back there with all the other lap down cars. Jaden Porter closing in once again. And I honestly think Ethan is just kind of bored up front. Because remember, he did have that nice 3.5 second lead to start this run, and then basically just saved his stuff all the way back to Gabriel Dahari and Jaden Porter. And then Jaden Porter had that little setback, put him back about 7/10, and now Ethan Fonseca is rocking this outside lane, which is allowing Jaden Porter to kind of close back in. So I think this 29 is just having a little bit of fun tonight. So here comes a few drivers on pit road. AJ Knickel and Ty Hickenbotham, they've both just gone a lap down, but they are both battling for position as well. So this might set off green flag pit stops. We'll see when the leaders pit. As next time by, it's going to be 25 laps to go here at Dover. As here comes Porter. Going to try to undercut that 29. Locks it up big time, but gets it slowed down enough. So no mistakes for that 28 team. As Jurg has also entered pit road, save for Gabe Gazzola and Rivers Jones. Here comes Ethan Fonseca now. As Jurg has wrecked on pit road. Can't quite see it. I'm trying to get a better camera angle. There he is. So that's going to cost him a lot of time. As we'll go back and see what happened to him. Looks like just cooked it again. Kind of like we saw a few drivers do. Yep, there he is. Just sideways. Try to save it. And he definitely came in speeding. So he's going to probably have to serve a penalty as well. That's going to really, really hurt our points leader. And that might allow Gabe Gazzola to jump him. These two drivers so far have stayed out. Gabriel Dahari and Brody Falliger. As there's Jaden Porter. He's coming off of turn number 4 now. Ethan Fonseca is leaving pit road. We'll see if we can find that purple car. There he is. And he is going to undercut that 29 for the race lead. So we'll see if he can hold off Ethan Fonseca for his first career win in the Simrap Market, or the ARC Simrap Market National Series. As the two leaders still have not come down pit road. Yeah, Jerk's still down pit road. That's going to hurt him big time, and that's going to definitely allow Gabe Gazzola to jump him. AJ Knickel, he's gotten out in front of Ty Hickenbotham, now looking to get out in front of Rivers Jones. Matthew Stott still has yet to pit as well. He's right now in lucky dog position if we get a random caution. 20 laps to go for the leaders. As Higginbotham, he gets around Rivers Jones. Then you see Jurg out 4 laps down. 1 lap behind the car in front of him, and 1 lap ahead of the car behind him. Just very unfortunate circumstances for that double zero. See, this lap traffic is not helping that 97. We have a car off the racetrack. That's Dylan Bam, who is just not having a good race. He's out of harm's way, though. He's probably just going to tow it. We'll go back and see what happened to him. And he's just a bit slow off pace. He's one of the cars that have stayed out. And here comes Michael Wallace. Gets into the back of him. And he overcorrects up into the wall. Surprisingly, that did not throw out the caution. But his engine blows, and he's going to be our first DNF of the race. As Brody Falliker has entered pit road. What is happening here? Jaden Porter sideways on the racetrack. That's going to allow Ethan Fonseca to easily get around him. What happened to our race leader, or our soon-to-be race leader? So we'll go back and take a look at that. As he was in a lot of traffic there. Coming up to Matthew Stotts. Stotts hits the wall. Duncan runs into the back of him. Porter looks 3 wide. So does AJ Knickel. Knickel shoves the 28 up into Stotts, and then Higginbotham gets into the back of Porter. Just a lot of different things there. I'll try to look for a helicopter cam. See if we can see it a bit better. And this is very, very unfortunate for Jaden Porter, who had a nice lead over Ethan Fonseca. See, him and AJ just looked for the same gap, and Ty Higginbotham wasn't expecting that slow up. So now Jaden Porter, he is very far behind Ethan Fonseca. And Ethan's looking to cruise to another victory here. But Gabriel Tahari still has yet to pit. We got 14 laps to go. There's no way he makes it on field, but maybe he's hoping for a caution, which will trap pretty much everybody a lap down. So here you see soon-to-be points leader Gabe Gazzola currently running 5th, 2 laps down. Nice little run for him. Hasn't won this season, but does have a few wins in this league. I believe he won 2 plate tracks last season. But he's going to be taking the points lead away from Jonathan Jurgensmeyer after this race, after that little pit road speeding penalty for Jurg. So you see the race leader right in front of him, Gabriel Tahari. Still hoping for that caution. As the worst this 36 will fall back to is probably only 4th. As he's going to come in this time by and give up his lead. So I'll hand the lead to Ethan Fonseca once we go back around here. He's going to have about a 2-second lead over Jaden Porter. So out of turn number 4, Ethan Fonseca going to regain the race lead over Gabriel Tahari. That's going to put a total of 7 cars on the lead lap. Soon to be only 5, as 2 of the lead lap cars right in front of Ethan Fonseca. Rivers Jones going to try to come up and clear AJ. He does, kind of putting him into the wall. 10 laps to go for Ethan Fonseca, as he's going to go by AJ Knickel to lap him. Yeah, Tahari comes out 4th. Now he's going to go around Rivers Jones to lap him. Jaden Porter 2 seconds back. 5 cars on the lead lap after this long green flag run. 2 drivers have DNF'd. Other drivers trying to pass them, Dylan Bam and Matthew Stotts both out. I think Stotts is far enough ahead of everybody else to where he's not going to get passed. I don't know about Dylan Bam, though. 8 laps to go. Looks like Brody Fallagher. He might come home with a podium finish here, but Gabriel Dahari, he's going to have those way fresher tires. We'll see if he can catch that 42 by the end of this thing. There's really no other battles around this racetrack. Michael Wall's going to get a top 10 somehow. Same for Duncan Faw. As Ethan Fonseca ran a faster time. It was a 23.8 or 29. Now it's a 23.18. That was his best lap this race, and he holds the fastest lap tonight. 6 to go here at Dover International Speedway. See Jaden Porter still in the midst of lap cars. He's back here. Dahari reeling in Brody Fallagher. Next car is that 42. He's about almost a second back. He's got 5 laps to go. Porter 3 seconds behind. Go right here. Here comes Dahari. He's got a fast car right now, and he's going to probably easily pass Brody Fallagher here. And yes, he will. So Gallagher, or not Gallagher, Dahari back up to third, and looks like that's where he's going to cap off. So we got 3 laps to go for Ethan Fonseca. 1 caution this whole race, and that was on lap number 2. And we had that little minor incident under pace under the caution. We had a few wrecks here and there with Dylan Bam in the 28, and then multiple wrecks on pit road. But 2 laps to go for Ethan Fonseca, who has put on another dominating performance. No, I don't think anyone's stopping this man. And we have a caution. That's what's going to stop him. And it's for Andrew Davis, it looks like. We'll go back and take a look. So here he is fighting with Ty Higginbotham. And Ty is just going to come up and wipe him out, basically. And around he goes. Flagman can see this one, so he's going to throw the caution. And this is going to set up overtime here at Dover. So that only leaves 5 cars on the lead lap. Your lucky dog will go to Rivers Jones in that 91. As everybody's going to come down pit road. Actually, Gabriel Dahari, he's going to stay out. Remember, he was the last one to pit. His tires are only just about 10 laps older, so we'll see. That track position will help him out. So he might be able to steal this one away. So we'll watch from pit lane camera. We'll see if maybe Jaden Porter can beat that 29 out. It does not look like it. This is going to be Ethan Fonseca out first, then Jaden Porter. Then you had Brody Fallagher and Gabe Gazzola, who were also on the lead lap. And now Rivers Jones, he took the lucky dog. So he gets to come down pit road. Everyone else will have to settle for a waiver round. So, Gabriel Dahari. He's actually going to come down pit road this time by. Interesting strategy by this 36 team. Maybe he didn't think pit road was open, but he's going to fall back to 6th. No, it's only going to be 5th, actually. So maybe he didn't think pit road was open. So that's going to hand the lead back to Ethan Fonseca. Let's see what happened. See what happens here. Your dominant car today, Ethan Fonseca. Can he hold on to this race lead? Maybe Jaden Porter can steal it for his first career win. Brody Fallick are looking for his 3rd win of the season too. And how about Gabe Gazzola, who's found his way up into 4th? As long as he can have a nice, decent finish, he will take over that points lead from Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. But maybe he can look for this win as well. So I can't remember if there's a choose cone in this league. I don't think there is. We should be coming to 1 to go this time by. As Dahari will be restarting 5th. Rivers Jones 6th. And it looks like AJ Nickel is going to be our last car. And he will restart 7th, but he's going to have the waiver round. It's 1 to go this time by. No choose cone, so Ethan's going to take that bottom. Porter up high. Then it's Falliger, Cazzola, Dahari, Jones, which Jones is going to have to start behind all the lap down cars that pitted with him. So he's just going to, looks like, stay in 6th, as he should be able to beat AJ Knickel pretty easily, unless he gets wrecked. So it's just a battle between these 5, the 5 car, the 97, the 19, the 99, they're all mini laps down or just 1 lap down. So they don't really count. We'll see. Ethan's going to have a nice jump, and we usually see 2nd place on these restarts not get the best of launches. So we'll see how well Jaden Porter does. Here we go. 2 laps to go here at Dover International Speedway. Overtime here in the ARC Sim Rat Market National Series. And we are green here at Dover. A good launch by Jaden Porter. Stuck to the outside of the 29, but Ethan's going to clear. Porter's going to have to group up, try to have one more shot at this 29. As Gazzola and Dahari, they're making contact in the back here. As coming to the white flag for Ethan Fonseca one more time around here at Dover. Jaden Porter, he's going to have a nice run out of turn number 2 here if he wants to have a chance at this, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Ethan Fonseca has dominated this thing from start to finish, and he's looking to cap it off with a win here. Checkered flag is out here at Dover. It's going to be Ethan Fonseca getting the win here at Dover International Speedway. Porter 2nd, Falliger 3rd, Dahari 4th, and Cazzola 5th, Rivers Jones 6th, and AJ Nichols 7th, and that rounds out your lead lap cars. So everyone coming to congratulate that 929. So he'll come to the front stretch and do his burnouts for, I believe, his 6th win of the season. And he is absolutely dominating this league right now. So a little bit of a double burnout there with Michael Wallace, but he's gonna bring it on to pit lane and into victory lane. So we'll take a look at the finishing results here tonight before we get into the interviews. So Ethan Fonseca with another win here at Dover International Speedway. Jaden Porter second, Brody Falliger third, Gabriel Dehari fourth, Gabe Cazola fifth, and should be your new points leader. Rivers Jones sixth, AJ Knickel seventh, Ty Higginbotham eighth, Michael Walls ninth, and rounding out your top 10 is Duncan Faw. 11th, Jonathan Jerkensmeyer. 12th, Cameron Lopez. 13th, Luke Allen. 14th, Andrew Davis. 15th, C.D. Mangrum. 16th, Dylan Thacker. 7th, Billy Targi. 18th, Matthew Stotts. And rounding out your field, Dylan Bam and that number 2 car. So let me you'll probably see Discord pop up here because I never really opened it. There you go. We'll get to the channel here if I can find it. So we'll hit up third place first if he shows up. So as we wait on third place, and second and first are in the away room. So we'll give him about maybe 2 minutes here. If he doesn't show up, then we'll drag in Jaden Porter. It doesn't look like Falliger is going to be joining us, so we'll bring in second place finisher Jaden Porter. Hey Jaden, it's us in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, well Jaden, nice little green flag run there until the very end, but you and Ethan were kind of just close together all race for that lead. Looked like you had him there for a second after that last green flag pit stop, but then had a little bit of run in with lap traffic. And then had one more shot there on the green-white checkered, but just couldn't quite get back to Ethan. But second place, not too bad. How do you feel?
I feel good. I didn't think I'd be that close to Ethan. We ran a league race here yesterday, and I was nowhere near this close. So to be this close to him was kind of surprising to me. Obviously, I felt like I played the perfect strategy at the end of the race, and just came out at the wrong place of the track where there was a bunch of lap cars. So it's unfortunate, but can't be mad about second place.
Indeed, and is there anyone you would like to thank before you head out here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ethan for bringing me into this league. Everyone at Goat Inc. We all love the Goat Inc. team, and to get 1-2 is nice.
All right, well, Jaden, congrats on your second place finish tonight. Next week is at Kansas Speedway. So that should be a lot of fun if you even show up. And I'll see you there if you do.
Be able to be there.
Oh, no.
I'll see you guys the week after.
All right, see you then.
All right, see you.
And Brody Falliger still not in the waiting room, so we'll bring in your race winner. All right, well, He definitely has a copy with us as he just blew up the whole booth. But Ethan Fonseca with another win. I believe your sixth one on the season. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, and another dominating performance here. And that green white checkered, it might have might have scared you a little bit, but you held off everyone at the end, and yeah, just really not much to say except you dominated from start to finish. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. Makes up for league race I had yesterday. Had an issue with this specific track, but yeah, it's nice to dominate another race again. Just looking forward to keep this going for even more races to come.
All right, well, Ethan, is there anyone you would like to thank? Sponsors? Anyone you want to shout out here?
I want to thank my team, Goat Inc., all those guys there, uh, all the teammates. I got to shout out Jaden Porter as well. So yeah, shout out to him.
All right, well, congrats on your sixth win of the season here at Dover International Speedway. Next week is at Kansas, so I'm pretty sure I'll see you there.
All right, see you then.
And that's going to do it. So, of course, with every ARC stream, we got to wrap it up with some sponsorship uh, shout outs. Let me look. Let me look for them. So here we go. Thank you to Dive Bomb Motorsports, ARC's primary partner. Dive Bomb is a collaborative new media project by motorsports fans for motorsports fans. Thank you to SimLeaguePro.com, ARC's league management partner. SimLeague Pro is built for drivers and community managers to create leagues and races that can be enjoyed by all on any platform or game. To SimRent Market, iRacing's largest marketplace of professional level livery design templates, custom graphics, designs, number sets, and more for the sim racing community. To IMB Racewear, ARC Sim Racing Apparel sponsor. IMB brings sim racing gloves, boots, and more, all truly built from the ground up with the quality and precision you deserve. To the Racing Rats, our Assetto Corsa modding partners putting out high quality free mods and working closely with us to host incredible Assetto Corsa League racing. And finally, to James McAdams Photography and AJ Nickel Design, our photography and graphic design partners. So next week we head to Kansas Speedway, and that should be a fun one. We'll see multiple drivers ripping that outside wall for basically the whole race. So yeah, thank you all for coming out here, and I'll see you next week.